Yo, what's up? My name is Morris and welcome back to the channel. So you have your iPhone and you want to shoot some amazing videos on your iPhone. But whenever you open the camera app, you're overwhelmed by all the different settings and options. Like, what resolution should you use? And is it better to use 24 FPS or 30 FPS? Well, don't worry. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what the best setting is to make your iPhone quality videos at its absolutely best. And reminder, all my videos on this channel is filmed on my iPhone 13 Pro, which means you can create good looking videos on a affordable phone without having the newer or latest tech out there. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to watch the whole video and hit that like button and hey, maybe even subscribe. With that being said, let's hop into the best settings for creating fantastic videos on your iPhone. Now, the first thing we need to do is hop into your settings and enter the camera settings options. When you open the camera settings options, there are a bunch of different options to choose from, which can be a bit overwhelming. But I promise, by following these simple steps with me, you're going to understand exactly what to do and which settings to use at all times. So the first point is to go into what is called record video settings. These are the settings that functions when it comes to you recording a standard regular video like this talking head video right here. So in the record video option, we have different resolutions ranging from 720p all the way down to 4K 60. Now, if your iPhone don't have 4K option, just use 1080p option. I promise you, 1080p is good enough for most video quality that's out there. And even some of your favorite YouTubers till this day still use 1080p when they're creating their videos. So don't worry about it. But if you have 4K, always choose to use 4K. Now, the big question I often get is, should you shoot in 24 FPS or 30 FPS or even 60 FPS? My rule of thumb is I always shoot in 4K 30 FPS. I just find the video to be a bit more smoother and look a more cleaner and nicer for YouTube quality. But 4K 24 FPS is also very, very functional. You will also notice that in my option settings, I have what is called a PAL format. PAL is just a video format for certain regions like Asia, Africa, and Europe. I don't use it even though I'm in Europe, but for your use case, just use 4K 30 or 4K 24 FPS at all times and it should be good. Now that that's done, we have the option to have an auto FPS on. Now, auto FPS will reduce the frame rate to 24 FPS to improve low light performances. Personally, I always have this off. I don't want to be changing the FPS during mid-shooting, and I always want my videos to have the same quality on them at all times. So turning off the auto FPS is key in this aspect. We also need to lock the camera options. Locking the camera options means that the iPhone will not automatically switch between cameras during recording videos. Remember to also lock your white balance. And that's basically it for the record camera settings. Next up is the slow motion settings. Now, if you have a newer iPhone, this screen might look a bit different because you might have the option to use 4K 120 or 4K 240. I tend to choose 1080p 240 or 1080p 120 for the slow motion options. Which one you choose depends on what kind of slow motion you're actually going for. If it's really slow motion you're looking for, then 1080p 240 is better. But if it's just a general smooth B-roll for a product shot, I just shoot in 1080p 120 FPS, and a bunch of my B-roll you see on this channel has been shot in 1080p 120 FPS for the slow motion B-roll shots. Now, with that being done, we hop into the record sound. Basically, always allow playback audio and always choose stereo when it comes to which kind of recording sound you want to have. It just gives you a better option when it comes to editing the audio later in the process. Formats is something that's a bit clunky to understand. Basically, you have what is called high efficiency and most compatible. So to reduce file size, capture photo and videos in high efficiency. Personally, for me, the performance you get isn't that drastic whether you're choosing in high efficiency or most compatible. So you can literally use both of them or any one you want. What is a huge difference though is being able to either capture in Apple ProRAW or Apple ProRes. Now, ProRAW is for photo taking and ProRes is for video taking. Shooting in ProRes creates these enormous big files. And yes, the quality is a tad bit better, but the quality compared to the file sizes doesn't really compact in my opinion. Whenever I've shot in ProRes, I tend to feel like the quality isn't that much better than just not using ProRes. So if you have an iPhone with a bunch of space on it, then shoot in ProRes. Next up, we have the preserve settings options. Here, I just turn everything on. Preserve options is important because when you preserve your settings, you don't really have to change the settings every single time. And it just makes your life way easier when you're going to be recording videos. So you put the settings on one time, it saves it forever, it preserves the settings, and then now it's set for life on your iPhone, which means it's so much easier to just pick up your iPhone and create fantastic looking videos every single time without worrying about adjusting these settings all the time. Finally, we need to hop into compositions. Don't forget to put on the grid and level. These options are so important when gridding out your iPhone. So you can see here, this is how the grid looks with the grid option on. Also giving us possibility to choose between ProRes or turn off ProRes. And you see when you turn on ProRes, it actually gives you less recording time than not having it on at all. So we have maximum 23 minutes in ProRes. And this goes down the more things you have on your camera. So those are the best iPhone settings for taking fantastic videos on your iPhone in 2025. And those settings can be used either if you're shooting your dog in slow motion, making a talking head video, or creating some cool videos for TikTok. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to smash that like button and hit that bell icon. And hey, maybe even hit the subscribe button to keep updated on more videos coming from this channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.